Now, to talk about the football, we have with us Shebby Singh, former Malaysian international and a football commentator, joining us from Johor in Malaysia to talk about this game. Thank you so much for staying up so late in the night to talk about football. It's always a pleasure to have you. Now, Spain, fourth time unlucky in a World Cup under-17 final. Where did it all go wrong for the Spanish side, sir?
I think, you got to look at them and think, they try to play a certain brand of football and they stick with it, Yash, from the first game until the end of the final whistle in the cup final. They stick to a certain concept of play, and they want to master that concept of play. They want to play from the goalkeeper. They want to start building up attacks from the goalkeeper. So I admire that, it's not just about winning. It's about, making sure that, as you grow older, you fit into the pattern of play that the country, has in its DNA. And that I thought, was very, very remarkable. I mean, they could have gone into the final. They could have changed the game plan, So I think technically they were better. But today, on the night, the English boys were stronger physically.
Right. So even Gary Lineker said that we have a new golden generation ready, and 23 goals for England in this World Cup. Also coming back from 2 goals down in the final. It's like the best thing ever for England.
I think it's the best year since 1966. They won the Under-20 World Cup, Under-19 European Championship. Yes, Yash, certainly. I mean, you can see now the influence of all the foreign players, the influence of all the foreign coaches who have been, in the English Premier League, which is now in its 26th season. So you can see that, at the lower age groups, the mindset is beginning to change. Players are becoming better technically. So yes, there is a very, very remarkable improvement in the younger generations, which bodes well for the future.
True.
But I think, that tag golden generation, I think it's a bit too early, to burden these young boys with that.
Well, that's true. I mean, one of those cases would be Ryan Brewster, Liverpool, the new big star in the making. But, coming back to Indian football, 66,000 fans were there at the Salt Lake Stadium. What does this World Cup mean for Indian football, sir?
Oh, I think, this is the beginning of something new. This is, the birth of I mean, let's be honest, it'll be the birth of football. People will realize that, if you put young players, young kids, young boys together in a comprehensive training program, that you can reap the benefits. So I hope that this is the birth of football development in India. And for the fans, you do not even have to argue now. The fans are just waiting to support their team.
True.
The fans love football, and for me, I think, like I said, Yash, this is a new beginning for Indian football.
A new beginning for Indian football, or the rebirth of Indian football, as our football expert Shebby Singh calls it. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and speaking about that final.